The other day, I was at Target when I spotted the Warriors graphic novel. The bright pop of color caught my eye from across the aisle. I took it home, after buying it of course, and read it all in one sitting the next day. Here are my thoughts on it. Spoilers, of course. Let's start out with the quality of the book itself. It has a nice thickness to it, feels very high quality, and looks amazing. My cover has a scratch across the middle of it, and I don't know if that was a printing error, shipping error, or Target's fault, but it doesn't bother me enough to ruin the whole vibe. Otherwise, I didn't get any printing errors. The pages are all there and they all look amazing. I love the art style. Each character is so distinct, I can tell who they are immediately, and it captures their personalities. Fireheart is energetic, Ravenpaw is nervous, Tigerclaw is intimidating, Silverstream is buff, and so on. The colors are amazing, and I love the little moon pattern on the banner things to indicate the passing of time. I gotta be honest, I was not expecting the moonstone to look like that. In other art all across the fandom, it's mainly depicted as being jagged and made up of clusters and crystals, but in the novel it was smooth and more like a moon. I liked it. And the page where the moonlight hit the moonstone, I got literal goosebumps. Such a good change from what we've been interpreting it as. And I loved the little behind the scenes part at the end. It was really fun to read. The sketches were fun to look at as well. I wish we would have gotten this cover, but the official cover reflects the reprint of the original with a green background and half of Firepaw's face showing. There are a few changes from the original that I noticed. Now, it's been several years since I read Into the Wild, so some of this may be wrong. One, that Princess was introduced way earlier. In the original series, she was introduced in Fire and Ice, but in the graphic novel, she was living alongside Rusty and Smudge at the very beginning. I like this change, as it establishes her as one of Fireheart's friends from his kitty pet days, and it sets up the conversation in Bluestar's den very well, where Fireheart tells Bluestar he doesn't regret leaving his kitty pet life. I wish Frostfur and Goldenflower were introduced a little more, especially Goldenflower. We see her in the nursery. She defends Yellowfang from Tigerclaw, but I don't think her name was ever mentioned. I'm sure it will be though, when she later gives birth to Bramblekit and Tonnykit and helps Featherkit and Stormkit. There are a few other changes I noticed, such as the battle where Whiteclaw is killed and Fireheart saves Sandpaw's life is not even in the book, but I still like how Sandpaw slowly stops teasing Fireheart and they search for herbs together. I can't remember if they searched for herbs together in the original book, but I liked it here. I gotta be honest, I thought putting two books into one was a good idea. I thought the Into the Wild interpretation was pretty good. However, it feels like the Fire and Ice part of the book really got rushed, making up only about 69 pages of the book. But keep in mind, this graphic novel is an adaptation, not a direct interpretation. Overall, I really like this book. The art style is amazing, the book is high quality, and it is a good adaptation of the book. I gotta be honest, while I was reading it, I got goosebumps from some of the pages. The first introduction I had to the Warrior Cats world was through Into the Wild when I read it 7-ish years ago, and rereading it in graphic novel form was incredible. I think I almost cried. I stopped reading after The Broken Code, but this breathes life into my dying warrior's interest. I think I might go read A Starless Clan now. If you're on the fence about getting this book, I say do it. I enjoyed this book, and hope you did or will as well. Thanks for watching.